Have you ever wondered why some people seem to achieve success effortlessly while others struggle no matter how hard they try? What if I told you the key to success is not in your skills, luck, or even your circumstances, but in the way you think? Imagine if you could change the way you think, the way you see the world, and the way you approach every challenge. What would happen then? The truth is, your mind holds the power to shape your entire life. Your thoughts are the invisible force behind every action you take. Everything you do, from the smallest task to the biggest decisions, starts with a thought. If you believe that you're not good enough or that success is for others, you'll act accordingly. These beliefs will shape your life in ways you might not even realize. On the other hand, if you believe that you are capable, that you deserve success, and that the world is full of opportunities, your actions will reflect those beliefs, and you will start to see changes. But here's the catch. Your mind isn't automatically working for you. Most of the time, it runs on old habits, fears, and negative beliefs that were formed long ago. These thoughts are like programs running in the background of your brain, controlling your decisions without you even being aware of it. It's like trying to drive a car with the handbrake on. No matter how hard you try, you won't go far. Reprogramming your mind for success means changing these old programs. It means consciously choosing what you think and how you respond to life's challenges. When you reprogram your mind, you unlock the potential to achieve your goals, no matter how big or small. You learn to stop the cycle of negativity and start taking actions that lead to real progress. Your mind is incredibly powerful, and just like any tool, it can be sharpened and trained. The way you think can either hold you back or propel you forward. The good news is, you have control over your thoughts. By practicing new ways of thinking, you can build a mindset that supports your goals, helps you overcome obstacles, and pushes you closer to success. The journey to reprogram your mind isn't about perfection, it's about progress. It's about taking small, consistent steps every day to think in a way that serves your future, not your past. Success starts with one thought. That thought becomes a belief, and that belief shapes your actions. Over time, these small changes add up, and before you know it, you'll be living the life you once only dreamed of. So, are you ready to start reprogramming your mind for success? The first step is simply knowing that you can. Your mind is your most powerful tool. It's time to start using it to build the future you've always wanted. Have you ever tried to make a change in your life, only to find yourself falling back into old habits? Maybe you wanted to start exercising regularly, learn a new skill, or get rid of negative thoughts. But no matter how hard you try, you find yourself stuck. This is because your brain is wired to follow the path of least resistance. It's like a river that carves a path through the land over time. Your brain forms pathways based on the thoughts and actions you repeat. The more you think a certain way, the stronger that thought pattern becomes. This is where reprogramming comes in. Just like a computer that needs updates or new software, your brain needs to be reprogrammed to create new, positive patterns that support your goals. But understanding how this works on a scientific level can make the process even more powerful. Your brain operates on two levels, the conscious and the subconscious. The conscious mind is where you make decisions and think logically. It's the part of your brain that helps you make choices throughout the day. However, the subconscious mind is much more powerful. It controls the majority of your thoughts, feelings, and actions without you even realizing it. In fact, it's responsible for about 95% of your daily activities. When you repeat a behavior or thought often enough, it gets stored in your subconscious mind as a belief. These beliefs, whether positive or negative, dictate how you act without you even thinking about it. For example, if you were always told growing up that you weren't good enough, your brain likely formed a belief that you are unworthy of success. This belief might lead you to avoid opportunities, hold back in meetings, or give up when things get difficult. But here's the good news. Your brain is not fixed. It is incredibly adaptable. This concept is called neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to change and reorganize itself by forming new connections and pathways. Just like a muscle that grows stronger with exercise, your brain can grow and improve with consistent practice. This means that with the right techniques, you can literally rewire your brain to think in a way that supports your success. The first step to reprogramming your brain is understanding that it's not permanent. Your brain's neural pathways can be changed if you actively choose to change them. This isn't a quick fix. It takes time, practice, and repetition. The more you challenge your old ways of thinking and replace them with new, empowering beliefs, the more your brain will form new neural pathways that support those positive changes. So, the next time you catch yourself thinking a negative thought or doubting your abilities, remember this: your brain can change. You can reprogram it. You have the power to overwrite those old beliefs with new ones that empower you and push you toward your goals. All it takes is consistent effort, a willingness to change, and a commitment to rewire your brain for success. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to think negatively? The human brain has a natural tendency to focus on problems, mistakes, and fears. This is because, throughout history, our brains have evolved to prioritize danger as a survival mechanism. But in today's world, this focus on negativity often holds us back rather than protecting us. If you want to succeed, breaking free from negative thinking is essential. Negative thinking often starts with small doubts. You might think, "I'm not good enough for this job," or "I'll never be able to speak English fluently." These small doubts grow over time, creating a barrier that prevents you from taking action. The more you think these thoughts, the stronger they become, until they start controlling your decisions. But you don't have to let them control you. The first step is recognizing them. The next time you catch yourself thinking negatively, stop. Ask yourself, is this thought helping me? Often, the answer is no. Negative thoughts are like roadblocks. They make the journey to success harder, but they don't make it impossible. Once you realize a thought isn't helping you, replace it with something positive. Instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough," replace it with, "I am capable and I am improving every day." It's not about ignoring reality. Negative thoughts often feel like the truth because your brain has become so familiar with them. But they are not facts. They are habits. And like any habit, they can be changed. The more you challenge negative thoughts, the weaker they become, and the stronger your positive, empowering beliefs will grow. Breaking free from negative thinking also requires practicing self-compassion. Often, people are harder on themselves than anyone else would be. Instead of being your own worst critic, try being your own best friend. Encourage yourself. Speak to yourself with kindness and understanding, just as you would to someone you love. Over time, this will change the way you see yourself and the way you approach challenges. Remember, your thoughts don't have to control you. You have the power to reprogram them. Replace negativity with positivity and move toward success with confidence and determination. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to silence the negative voice in your head and replace it with one that supports your goals. Do you ever feel like you've reached a limit? Maybe you've tried something new and hit a wall. Or maybe you've faced failure and felt like giving up. It's easy to think that our abilities are fixed, that we are either good at something or we're not. But this belief can stop you from reaching your true potential. What if I told you that your abilities aren't fixed at all? In fact, they can grow and improve with effort and the right mindset. This is the idea behind a growth mindset. People with a growth mindset believe that their abilities can be developed through hard work, learning, and persistence. They understand that failure isn't the end. It's simply a part of the process. When they fail, they don't see it as a sign of weakness. They see it as a lesson, an opportunity to grow. On the other hand, people with a fixed mindset believe that their abilities are static, that they are born with certain talents, and they cannot improve beyond what they have. This mindset can limit progress because it prevents people from trying new things or pushing themselves beyond their comfort zones. If you're always thinking, "I can't do this," or "I'm not good enough," you'll never challenge yourself to grow. Developing a growth mindset means changing how you view challenges. Instead of avoiding them, you seek them out. Instead of seeing failure as something to be ashamed of, you embrace it as part of the learning process. It's about believing that effort leads to improvement and that no skill or ability is beyond your reach. Here's how you can start developing a growth mindset today. Embrace challenges. Instead of avoiding difficult tasks, see them as opportunities to grow. Learn from feedback. Constructive criticism is a tool for improvement, not a personal attack. Celebrate effort, not just results. Focus on the process, not just the outcome. Progress takes time. Change your language. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," say, "I can't do this yet." A growth mindset is a powerful tool. It transforms failure into a stepping stone for success. When you believe you can grow, you start to take risks, try new things, and embrace opportunities. This shift in thinking can change everything. So, if you're feeling stuck or like you've hit your limit, remember, with a growth mindset, there are no limits, only endless opportunities for growth. Have you ever found yourself doubting your abilities or feeling discouraged before even trying something new? The way you speak to yourself can have a huge impact on your success. It's easy to criticize yourself, to think you're not good enough, or to tell yourself that you'll never succeed. But did you know that the language you use with yourself shapes your reality? Self-talk is the internal dialogue you have with yourself. It's the voice inside your head that either encourages you or holds you back. Unfortunately, many people have a habit of using negative self-talk without even realizing it. Thoughts like, "I'm not smart enough," "I always mess up," or "I'll never be able to do this" are common, but they are also powerful. When you constantly speak negatively to yourself, you begin to believe those thoughts, and they can start to control your actions. But here's the good news. You have the power to change your self-talk. Just like reprogramming your mind to think positively, changing the way you speak to yourself can completely transform your mindset. Instead of focusing on your flaws or mistakes, start speaking to yourself like a winner. Instead of thinking, "I'm terrible at this," try saying, "I'm learning and getting better every day." Instead of "I'll never succeed," replace it with, "Success takes time, and I'm making progress." The more you replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations, the more your mind starts to believe in your abilities. When you speak kindly to yourself, you boost your confidence and motivation. You start to believe that you are capable, that you deserve success, and that you can achieve your goals. It's like building a relationship with yourself where you are your own biggest supporter, not your biggest critic. It's also important to remember that self-talk isn't just about words. It's about how you feel. When you speak to yourself positively, you feel better. You feel more confident, focused, and motivated. And when you feel good, you take action. You don't hold yourself back. You move forward, even when things get tough. So, the next time you catch yourself thinking negatively, pause and replace that thought with something positive. Speak to yourself like the winner you are. It may take time to change old habits, but with practice, your self-talk will become your greatest asset in achieving success. When you start speaking to yourself like a winner, you'll start acting like one, too. Imagine waking up in the morning, feeling confident and excited, knowing that the day ahead is full of opportunities. You can already see yourself achieving your goals, handling challenges with ease, and succeeding in everything you do. This is the power of visualization, a technique that successful people have used for years to bring their dreams to life. Visualization is the practice of imagining yourself succeeding in a particular situation. It's not just daydreaming. It's a focused mental exercise that trains your brain to believe in your success before it actually happens. When you visualize success, you create a mental picture of what you want to achieve, and your brain starts to believe it's possible. This belief, in turn, drives your actions, helping you move closer to your goals. Many athletes, musicians, and successful entrepreneurs use visualization as a key part of their routines. They don't just practice the physical skills needed for their craft. They also spend time imagining themselves performing at their best. For example, a basketball player might visualize making the winning shot before stepping onto the court. By doing this, they prepare their mind and body for success, increasing their chances of performing well. Visualization works because your brain doesn't distinguish between a real experience and one that you vividly imagine. When you visualize your success, your brain activates the same neural pathways as if you were actually experiencing the event. This helps boost your confidence, reduce anxiety, and improve your focus. The more often you practice visualization, the more natural it becomes for your brain to see success as achievable. To start using visualization in your own life, follow these simple steps. Find a quiet place, sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths to calm your mind. Picture your goal. Imagine yourself achieving your goal, whether it's speaking fluent English, landing your dream job, or completing a challenging project. See it in as much detail as possible. Feel the emotions. Try to feel the excitement, pride, and joy of achieving that success. The more real the emotions feel, the stronger the visualization becomes. Repeat regularly. Practice visualization daily. The more you do it, the more your brain will align with your goals. Visualization isn't just a mental exercise. It's a powerful tool that helps you build confidence, stay focused, and take action. When you can see your success in your mind, you'll start to believe in it, and soon, your reality will begin to match what you visualized. Fear and doubt are two of the biggest obstacles standing between you and your success. They are powerful emotions that can stop you in your tracks, prevent you from taking action, and keep you stuck in your comfort zone. But here's the truth. Fear and doubt are natural. Every successful person has faced them, and the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is how they respond to these emotions. Fear often arises when we face something unknown or challenging. It's a survival mechanism that was useful in the past when our ancestors needed to protect themselves from danger. But in today's world, fear often shows up in situations where there's no real danger, like speaking in front of a group, trying something new, or pursuing a big goal. Doubt, on the other hand, is a belief that we're not good enough or that we can't succeed. It's the voice in your head telling you, you're not ready, or you're going to fail. Both fear and doubt are rooted in the belief that you're not capable or worthy, but the truth is, you are. Overcoming fear and doubt starts with understanding that they don't define you. They are feelings, not facts. They don't have the power to control you unless you let them. The first step in overcoming these emotions is to acknowledge them. Don't try to ignore or suppress your fear or doubt. Accept that they're there. It's normal to feel nervous or uncertain, especially when you're pushing yourself towards something new. Once you've acknowledged the fear or doubt, take action anyway. This is the key. The more you face your fears and doubts head-on, the weaker they become. Fear often disappears when you move toward it, and doubt fades when you prove it wrong. It's easy to imagine the worst-case scenario and get paralyzed by it. But when you take the first step, you often find that the worst isn't as bad as you thought. A helpful technique for overcoming fear and doubt is to break your goal into smaller, more manageable steps. Instead of thinking about the entire project or the big picture, focus on the next action you need to take. This makes the task feel less overwhelming and helps reduce anxiety. Another powerful way to overcome fear and doubt is to replace negative self-talk with positive affirmations. Remind yourself that you are capable, that you have what it takes, and that every step you take brings you closer to success. Remember, fear and doubt are normal, but they don't have to control you. With practice, you can train your mind to push through these emotions, take bold actions, and move closer to your dreams. The more you face your fears, the less power they have, and the closer you get to becoming the person you want to be. Success isn't just about having big dreams or setting goals. It's about developing the right habits that help you make progress every day. The truth is, success is built on the small, consistent actions you take. If you want to change your life, you need to create new habits that move you toward your goals and help you build the mindset for success. But how do you do that? First, it's important to understand that habits are powerful. Your brain loves routine. It builds neural pathways based on repeated actions, so the more you do something, the easier it becomes. Unfortunately, many of us have habits that hold us back. Habits like procrastination, negative thinking, or wasting time. These habits can become automatic, and before you know it, they are controlling your life. But the good news is that you have the ability to change them. Creating new, positive habits starts with identifying what you want to achieve. Whether you want to improve your health, learn a new language, or build a successful career, the key is to focus on the daily actions that will bring you closer to that goal. For example, if your goal is to become fluent in English, your new habit could be to practice speaking or listening every day. If you want to get fit, your new habit could be exercising for 30 minutes each morning. The first step to creating a new habit is to make it small and manageable. Trying to change too much at once can feel overwhelming and lead to burnout. Instead, start with a small action that you can easily incorporate into your routine. If you want to read more, start by reading for just 10 minutes each day. Once this becomes a habit, you can gradually increase the time. Another important part of creating new habits is consistency. It's not enough to do something once and expect it to stick. You need to repeat the action every day until it becomes a natural part of your life. This is where many people fail. They start strong, but after a few days, they lose motivation and give up. To stay consistent, try setting a specific time each day for your new habit. This will help it become part of your daily routine. Tracking your progress is another great way to stay motivated. Write down your goals and the actions you're taking to achieve them. Seeing your progress, even in small steps, will remind you of how far you've come and encourage you to keep going. Finally, be patient with yourself. Creating new habits takes time, and there will be setbacks along the way. But don't let that discourage you. Each day you stick to your new habit, no matter how small the action, you're moving closer to success. The key is consistency, and over time, your new habits will transform your life. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. From social media notifications to emails, TV shows, and even the noise around us, it's easy to lose focus and feel overwhelmed. But if you want to achieve your goals and reprogram your mind for success, focus is one of the most important skills you can develop. Without it, your efforts will be scattered and your progress will be slow. But the good news is, focus can be trained, and once you master it, you'll be able to accomplish much more with less effort. The first step in improving your focus is understanding how important it is. Focus allows you to direct all of your energy and attention to the task at hand, which makes you more productive and effective. When you focus on one thing at a time, you not only get better results, but you also reduce stress because you're not trying to juggle multiple things at once. Focus helps you build momentum, which is essential for achieving long-term success. One common reason people struggle with focus is that they try to multitask. We live in a world that values doing many things at once, but research shows that multitasking can actually slow you down and make you less effective. When you switch from one task to another, your brain has to refocus each time, which wastes time and energy. To improve your focus, try dedicating your attention to one task at a time. To train your mind to stay focused, start by creating a distraction-free environment. This could mean turning off your phone, closing unnecessary tabs on your computer, or working in a quiet place. The fewer distractions you have, the easier it will be to concentrate on the task at hand. If you're working on something important, set a timer for 20 to 30 minutes and commit to focusing only on that task during that time. After the timer goes off, take a short break before starting again. This technique, known as the Pomodoro technique, helps your brain stay focused while avoiding burnout. Another helpful way to improve focus is to set clear goals. When you know exactly what you want to achieve, your mind will be more likely to stay focused on the steps needed to reach that goal. Break your larger goals into smaller, manageable tasks and tackle them one by one. This makes the process feel less overwhelming and gives you a clear direction. It's also important to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment, paying attention to what you're doing without distraction. By practicing mindfulness, you train your brain to focus on the task at hand, instead of worrying about the past or future. Focus isn't something that comes naturally to everyone, but with practice, it can be developed. The more you practice focusing, the easier it will become to stay on track and complete your tasks. And as you get better at focusing, you'll find that your productivity increases, your goals become easier to achieve, and your mind becomes more aligned with success. When we think about success, we often focus on skills, knowledge, and hard work. But one of the most important factors that separates successful people from others is emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence, EI, is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions, as well as the emotions of others. In simple terms, it's about how well you can control your feelings, stay calm under pressure, and relate to others. Emotional intelligence plays a key role in personal and professional success. It influences how we interact with others, how we handle stress, and how we make decisions. People with high EI are better at communicating, resolving conflicts, and building strong relationships, skills that are essential in any area of life, whether it's in the workplace, in school, or in personal relationships. The first component of emotional intelligence is self-awareness. This means being in tune with your own emotions and understanding how they affect your thoughts and behaviors. For example, if you feel nervous about speaking in front of a group, self-awareness helps you recognize that fear and manage it rather than let it control you. When you're self-aware, You're able to identify your strengths and weaknesses and make more thoughtful decisions. The second component is self-regulation. This involves controlling your emotions, especially in difficult situations. Instead of reacting impulsively when you're frustrated, people with high EI can take a step back, pause, and think about the best way to respond. Self-regulation helps you stay calm under pressure and avoid making decisions based on temporary emotions, like anger or fear. Next comes motivation. Motivated people are driven by their goals and don't give up easily. They have a positive attitude, are determined, and see challenges as opportunities to grow. Motivation helps you push through obstacles and stay focused on your long-term objectives. Even when things get tough, motivated individuals keep moving forward, believing that they will succeed. Empathy is another crucial part of emotional intelligence. It's the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. Empathy allows you to build better relationships, show support to others, and communicate effectively. When you're empathetic, you can connect with people on a deeper level and create stronger, more positive interactions. Finally, social skills involve the ability to manage relationships and work well with others. This includes skills like communication, collaboration, and conflict resolution. Successful people use their social skills to influence, inspire, and motivate others. They build networks, work well in teams, and navigate social situations with ease. Developing emotional intelligence is not something that happens overnight. It requires practice, patience, and a willingness to learn. The good news is that emotional intelligence can be improved at any age, and it plays a huge role in helping you succeed in every area of life. By working on your EI, you'll not only understand yourself better, but also be able to build stronger relationships, make better decisions, and handle stress in a healthier way. Ultimately, emotional intelligence is one of the most important tools you can have for success. Gratitude is a powerful tool for shifting your mindset and improving your life. It's easy to focus on what's going wrong or what you don't have, but practicing gratitude helps you shift your focus to what's going well and what you appreciate in your life. When you consciously choose to be grateful, you begin to rewire your brain to see the positives, which can lead to greater happiness, success, and personal growth. Gratitude is more than just saying thank you. It's about truly feeling thankful for the good things in your life. Studies have shown that practicing gratitude can improve your mood, increase your sense of well-being, and even improve your physical health. By focusing on the positive, you begin to attract more positivity into your life, which opens the door to greater opportunities. One of the easiest ways to start practicing gratitude is by keeping a gratitude journal. Every day, write down 3 things you are grateful for. These can be small, everyday things, like a good cup of coffee, a kind word from a friend, or a beautiful sunset. The goal is to train your brain to recognize the good, even in the small moments. Over time, this simple habit can have a huge impact. When you focus on gratitude, you start to rewire your brain to look for the positive rather than the negative. This shift in perspective helps you overcome challenges with a more positive attitude and find solutions rather than problems. Gratitude also helps you stay grounded. When life gets tough, it's easy to feel discouraged. But by remembering all the things you're grateful for, you can remind yourself that you have a lot to be thankful for, even during difficult times. Gratitude helps you stay focused on what matters, and in turn, it supports your growth and success. Your beliefs are incredibly powerful. They shape how you see the world, how you act, and even how successful you can become. Often, the beliefs you hold about money and success can limit your potential. If you believe that success is only for a lucky few, or that you're not capable of achieving great things, these beliefs will hold you back. But the good news is, just like any other thought or habit, beliefs can be changed. The first step to reprogramming your beliefs is to identify the limiting beliefs you hold. These are the thoughts that say things like, "I'll never be rich," or "Success is for other people, not me." These beliefs are often formed through past experiences or messages you've received from others. Maybe you were told that money is hard to come by, or that only certain people can be successful. But these beliefs are not facts. They are simply ideas that you've accepted as true. Once you identify your limiting beliefs, the next step is to challenge them. Ask yourself, is this belief really true? What evidence do I have to support it? Most of the time, you'll realize that these beliefs are based on assumptions, not reality. The world is full of people who have overcome obstacles and created wealth and success, no matter where they started. This proves that success is available to anyone willing to work for it. To replace your limiting beliefs with empowering ones, start by repeating positive affirmations. Affirmations are simple, positive statements that help you focus on what you want to achieve. For example, if you want to become financially successful, try repeating, "I am capable of creating wealth and success," or "Money flows easily to me." The more you repeat these affirmations, the more your brain starts to believe them. You can also begin to take small, actionable steps toward your goals. If you want to become wealthy, start by learning about money, budgeting, or investing. Each small step you take builds your confidence and proves to your brain that success is possible. The more you act in alignment with your new beliefs, the stronger those beliefs will become. Remember, your beliefs are not fixed. They are the result of your thoughts, experiences, and past conditioning, but you have the power to change them. By reprogramming your beliefs around success and wealth, you can unlock the path to achieving your dreams. Believe in yourself, take action, and watch your new mindset lead you to greater success. Success doesn't happen overnight. It's easy to look at someone who has achieved great things and think that it all came to them quickly or easily. But the truth is, their success is the result of consistent effort over time. Whether you're learning a new skill, starting a business, or working toward a personal goal, consistency is key. Small actions, taken regularly, compound over time and lead to big results. Many people make the mistake of thinking that success requires dramatic, overnight changes. They try to do everything at once or make huge efforts in a short period, only to burn out and give up. The key to long-term success is to take consistent, manageable steps each day. These small efforts may not seem like much at first, but over time, they add up and create lasting change. For example, if your goal is to improve your English, practicing for just 20 minutes a day can be more effective than studying for hours once a week. Consistent, daily practice helps reinforce what you've learned and builds momentum, making it easier to progress. This approach works for any goal, whether it's fitness, learning, or personal development. The power of consistency lies in its ability to build habits. When you take small steps every day, these actions become part of your routine. Over time, they feel effortless because they've become habits. For example, brushing your teeth every morning might feel like second nature. You don't have to think about it. It's just something you do. The same can happen with success. When you make progress every day, no matter how small, it becomes a natural part of your life. It's also important to remember that consistency doesn't mean perfection. You don't have to get everything right every time. What matters is showing up and doing the work, even on days when you don't feel like it. There will be days when things don't go as planned or when you face setbacks. That's okay. The key is to keep going, even if progress feels slow. Over time, your small, consistent actions will lead to significant results. So, if you want to achieve success, focus on consistency. Break your goals into small, achievable steps, and make sure you take action every day. The compound effect of these small actions will eventually lead to the big results you've been working toward. Success isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's about showing up every day and making steady progress. A success mindset is the foundation of everything you achieve in life. It shapes your thoughts, your attitude, and your actions. But creating a mindset that drives success doesn't happen by accident. It's something you must cultivate every day. The good news is that you don't have to make drastic changes to your mindset all at once. By developing simple daily habits, you can strengthen your mindset and keep yourself on track for success. The first daily practice to build a success mindset is to start your day with intention. How you begin your morning sets the tone for the rest of the day. When you wake up, take a few moments to think about your goals and what you want to achieve. Set your intention for the day by focusing on your priorities and reminding yourself why you're working toward your dreams. A simple affirmation like, "Today, I will make progress toward my goals," can help you start the day with a positive and focused attitude. Another powerful practice is to set clear priorities for each day. Successful people don't try to do everything at once. They focus on the most important tasks that will move them forward. Every morning, write down your top 3 priorities for the day. These should be actions that get you closer to your larger goals. By focusing on just a few key tasks, you avoid feeling overwhelmed and ensure that you're spending your time on what matters most. It's also important to practice gratitude daily. Starting and ending your day by acknowledging what you're thankful for helps shift your mindset to one of abundance and positivity. Gratitude increases your sense of well-being, reduces stress, and helps you stay grounded. Each evening, take a moment to reflect on the positive aspects of your day. This practice helps you maintain a hopeful perspective, even when challenges arise. Another helpful habit is to visualize your success. Spend a few minutes each day imagining yourself achieving your goals. Visualizing success helps you stay motivated and strengthens your belief in your abilities. It also trains your brain to recognize opportunities and take action when they appear. Finally, remember that success is not just about working hard. It's about maintaining balance. Take time each day for self-care, whether it's exercise, meditation, or simply taking a break. A balanced life helps you stay energized, focused, and ready to face whatever challenges come your way. By making these daily practices a part of your routine, you'll develop a success mindset that keeps you on track and moving toward your goals. Success isn't just about reaching the finish line. It's about showing up every day with the right mindset and habits to get there. Reprogramming your mind for success is not a one-time event. It's a journey, a process of transforming the way you think, feel, and act, one step at a time. It's about letting go of old habits, limiting beliefs, and negative thought patterns that no longer serve you. It's about creating new pathways in your brain that empower you to reach your fullest potential. The exciting part? You have the power to change at any time, and this transformation starts with the choices you make today. The first step in reprogramming your mind is to believe that change is possible. No matter where you are right now, you have the ability to create the future you want. It all starts with your thoughts. If you believe that you are capable of change, your actions will follow. So, take a moment to reflect. What do you want to change in your life? What goals have you been putting off because of fear or self-doubt? The good news is that you can change your mindset and your life, starting right now. Next, It's important to practice patience and consistency. Reprogramming your mind is not something that happens overnight. It's a gradual process, and there will be challenges along the way. But every small step you take toward a positive mindset counts. Celebrate the little wins, and don't be too hard on yourself when things don't go as planned. Progress is progress, no matter how small. It's also essential to stay connected to your why, the reason behind your goals. When you have a strong sense of purpose, it's easier to stay focused and motivated, even when obstacles arise. Remind yourself daily why you want to achieve your dreams, and let that vision fuel you through tough times. One of the most powerful tools in reprogramming your mind is mindfulness. By practicing mindfulness, you become more aware of your thoughts and emotions. This awareness allows you to catch negative thoughts before they take over and replace them with positive ones. Mindfulness helps you stay present and focused on the task at hand, without getting distracted by past failures or future worries. Finally, surround yourself with positivity. The people, environments, and media you expose yourself to shape your mindset. Choose to spend time with people who encourage and support your growth. Fill your mind with uplifting books, podcasts, or videos that inspire you. By surrounding yourself with positivity, you create an environment that nurtures your success. Reprogramming your mind is the key to becoming the person you were always meant to be. It's not an easy process, but it's worth it. Each day, you have the opportunity to transform your thoughts, your habits, and your life. So, take that first step today and start creating the new you, the one who is capable of achieving greatness.